So this remains a very important business for us. Now, you can't talk about music without talking about iTunes. iTunes started about 8 years ago. We started with 200,000 songs in our music library. We now have 100 times that many, 20 million songs offered for sale. The features of the store are absolutely incredible and are things that no one could dream of back in 2003. It is the #1 music store in the world, and we've now downloaded over 16 billion songs. It's mind-boggling. And so that's our music business. We're very happy with the music business. Next up is iPhone. This could be a reason why the room is full today. You know, what's amazing is that iPhone 4, in a very short period of time, has sold over half of the total iPhones sold the entire time we've been selling. And it's become the #1 smartphone in the world. And that momentum continued in the second calendar quarter, far outpacing the industry. And this momentum isn't just in, one type of market like consumer. In fact, 93% of the Fortune 500 companies are testing or deploying the iPhone. 93%. And what's more important than all of this is that customers love iPhone. And it's consistently rated #1 in every customer satisfaction ranking I can find. And it's not #1 by a small amount. In fact, the iPhone is pummeling the competition. These are the people that answered very satisfied, which is the high bar of the customer sat survey. If you include the people that answered satisfied, iPhone goes to 96%. These are numbers that are hard to imagine for any product. Also, for 6 times in a row, J.D. Powers has rated the iPhone #1 in customer satisfaction in the smartphone category. Now, despite all of this success and all of this momentum, the iPhone has 5% share of the worldwide market of handsets. I could have shown you a much larger number if I just showed you smartphones. But that's not how we look at it. We look at the entire market of handsets because we believe over time that all handsets become smartphones. This market is 1.5 billion units annually. It's an enormous opportunity for Apple. And that's iPhone. More coming up on iPhone. Next up is our youngest business, youngest product category, the iPad. People have been thrilled with both the original iPad and the iPad 2 that we announced earlier in this year. The customer sat ratings on this product show that there's a lot of love for this product. 95% score in our most recent survey. 95%. And they are showing up everywhere. iPads in schools are helping kids learn in amazing new ways. We believe that iPads can change the way teachers teach and kids learn. And many educators agree with us. In fact, every state in the U.S. now has an iPad pilot program or deployment going in place, or in place today. And almost 1,000 K-12 schools have a one-to-one program so a kid can enjoy the iPad for the entire day. And it's not just happening in K-12. Higher ed is also doing this. over about 1,000 universities across the US, including universities like Stanford and Notre Dame, University of Pennsylvania, University of Chicago, all have iPad programs. And it's just not in the classroom, in the cockpit. Pilots are using them. They are replacing 40-pound flight bags full of paper manuals and logbooks and navigation charts and checklists, making the pilot more efficient and making the plane more fuel efficient. Yes, it's true. They're also showing up in hospitals where medical professionals are using them to access patient records, to review medical images, to administer bedside care. Over 80% of the top hospitals in the US are now testing or piloting iPad. And it doesn't stop here. In fact, from the boardroom to the back room and everywhere in between, iPad is showing up. And at this point, and this is a stunning number, 92% of the Fortune 500 companies are testing or deploying iPad. This is in less than 18 months. It is unheard of. With the momentum in consumer, in education, in enterprise, and everywhere else, iPad is the undisputed top-selling tablet in the world. And despite everybody and their brother trying to compete with iPad, 3 out of the 4 tablets sold in the US are iPads. 3 out of 4. Perhaps All Things D said it best. Consumers don't want tablets. They want iPads. Now, iPad is powered by the world's most advanced mobile operating system, along with iPhone and iPod Touch. And I'm pleased to tell you this morning that we have passed the 250 million unit sales mark. Today, we're taking it to the next level. I'm very pleased to ask Scott Forstall to come up to take us through the latest innovations in iOS. Scott?
Thanks, Tim. So as Tim said, we've already sold more than 250 million iOS devices. And that makes iOS the #1 mobile operating system, now with 43% of the market. Now, not only do our customers love our devices, they love using our devices. If you look at just mobile browser usage, iOS accounts for 61% of the market. So our customers love browsing the web. They also love apps from the App Store. And our developers have been prolific. Already, we have more than 500,000 apps on the App Store. And more than 140,000 of these are made specifically for the iPad. Now, that gives anyone who owns an iPad a better experience using the iPad with these great dedicated applications made for that large touchscreen. And all this together makes the App Store the #1 store for mobile apps. Now, our customers love these apps and have been downloading them like crazy. In fact, in just a little more than 3 years, customers have downloaded more than 18 billion apps. And it's accelerating. Customers are now downloading apps at a clip of more than 1 billion per month. This is amazing. Now, our developers are being well rewarded for their work building apps. Apple has already paid more than $3 billion to developers for those apps on the App Store. Now, in addition to all of the apps that we ship as part of iOS, Apple makes a number of other apps that we make available on the App Store. Let me tell you about one brand new one today, and that is Cards. Cards is an app which lets you create and mail beautiful cards right from your iPhone or iPod Touch. You can customize them with your own photos and text. If you just make the card on your phone or your iPod Touch, Apple does the rest. We'll print it out on high-quality, 100% cotton paper with these beautiful embossed designs. If you zoom in, you can see the quality of these cards in the letterpress. You can choose from between 21 different designs in 6 different categories. Things like thank you cards, holiday cards, birth announcements, birthday cards, love, and travel. Now, all you do is create the card on your iPhone, and we'll do the rest. We'll print out the card, put it in an envelope, affix postage, and mail it for you. And what's really cool is if you mail it to an address in the United States, we'll add the US Postal Service's intelligent mail barcode right down at the bottom, and that allows us to send you a push notification the day it's delivered. So you know when your card gets there. It's very cool. Now, again, we'll affix Apple-designed postage right to the card and mail it. If you mail it to an address anywhere in the United States, it's only $2.99. That's for the card, the envelope, the postage, mailing it, everything. And it's only $4.99 if you mail it anywhere else in the world. Cards will be a free download on October 12th, and that's Cards. Now, Cards joins all of these other apps that Apple has, plus the more than 500,000 other incredible apps in the App Store. All right, let's talk about iOS 5. It was just a few months ago that we introduced iOS 5. And